lot of Trump supporters apparently depend on. So, like, how does that help the American?
Well, if your kids don't have to go to an unjust war, your money stops inflating away. Bottom line, this is going to be an end to the endless wars. It's going to be an end to...
I can appreciate the war part. I was wondering more from the economic angle at all. Like, how does this help?
Yeah, economics will follow that. You know, the tariffs, the decrease in taxes, the increase in American manufacturing, the increased jobs, the protectionism with tariffs will help regular Americans.
So you figure like
in the long term.
In the long
short term, short term, a little bit of inflationary bump, some struggles. We'll have to make some cuts to things that were previously sacred, like defense spending, Medicare, Medicaid. Things are going to have to get cut. The hospitals will be cut. This is why I'm short United Health, short HCA, short Booz Allen Hamilton. I looked down and everything it's been a hard hold for the last, I've been on these for a couple of weeks, and then I look down and everything's flicked upwards, and I look at the news, and I don't know if they're both connected, but yeah, this is austerity. It's going to help everyone in the end. Look, if it's a major reaction and there's pain, if there's major pain, he will lose the midterms, or he'll lose the next election with the successor, whoever that may be.
Right.
So politics will play out the same way it opened the door for Trump to get back in when Democrats messed up.
Yep.
If he overcorrects back the other way, but you look at it, and charts, Pete, usually, generally, they'll stay symmetric.
Right.
And so you're looking at 2 to 4 years of the pendulum swinging the other way before there can even be an overcorrection.
Right. Okay.
And his wild statements, his king statements, he's saying stuff to troll people. He's mid-swing on the pendulum. He's early in the swing of the pendulum going the other way.
Right.
I don't think it'll stop for 2, 4, 6 years. You could make the case it will go 12 years before anyone can do anything about it, if you look at it as a symmetrical graph moving back. So until he overcorrects, makes a problem, I can't see it happening though, man.
Right.
Honestly.
Well, so would that be your? I'm not going to hold you to it. Obviously, you have to tell. Just curious about your personal opinion on this. But what would your forecast be for like timeline if you had to throw something out there? I know it's impossible to predict these things. I'm just quite curious what you think would be a timeline. Do you think it's a decade before we see things turn around, or is it a year, or is it 2 years?
Well, you're going to get popular policies. People are behind all of this, and so I think 12 years.
12 years. That's a long time for people to wait.
If he pulls off the golden age of the late 1890s, 1900, if he can pull that off, and people start seeing fruit of it by 12 years, which it'll take before American manufacturing can come back and things really get vibrant. Why would he?
So what would people do in the meantime?
Centrist party.
Yeah, what would people do in the meantime for waiting a decade for things to turn around? Like, you think people can sustain?
They're going to. Well, I'm saying that in 12. I'm saying a total reign of Elon and Trump, and Trump's surrogate, basically.
Right.
For 12 years. I think that the short-term pain of increased inflation.
Sorry, Abtel, your network cut out.
Bitch side is there that we.
Sorry, Abtel, I cut out for. Sorry, do you mind going back?
With Russia.
Abtel, can you mind go back 10 seconds? You cut out there. Yeah. You said short-term pain.
The smacking up of. Yeah, there's short-term pain, but I'm trying to see where the pain is. How does smacking Zelensky it hurt anyone in any way? So none of these things add to short-term pain. Tariffs, you can make the case, yes,
right.
Sure.
Right.
They'll cause some this and that.
Right.
But most of the moves are very clean. They're very pro-American voter. So you don't see. I don't see there being severe pain. There'll be a dip in there. People don't care about the 401ks except rich people, man. Regular people don't have much set off in those. If the markets sink 30%, who gives a shit?
Right.
At the end of the day, some rich people will turn away from us. But oh well. This is a big centrist populist party right down the middle now.
Right.
So,
right. That makes a lot of sense there, actually. So, just one last thing, I guess, before I annoy you too much with my questions.